To create an Amazon FBA business, you first need to do product research. This is where you find a product that currently sells on Amazon that has an opportunity for a new seller to come in and take a proportion of the sales. Product research is one of the most important parts of starting an Amazon FBA business. However, a lot of people want to skip this stage, press the magic money button, and have someone else do it for them. And for as long as I can remember, I've always told people not to use places like Fiverr and Upwork and online marketplaces to hire people to do your product research for you. So in an effort to prove myself wrong, I decided that I would hire someone on Fiverr to do some product research for me. And then what we're going to do is analyze the results. We're going to see what products they give me, and we're going to see if it actually has any viability as a product on Amazon. My name's Jonny Bradley. If you don't know me already, you're going to know me by the end of this video. I'm the founder of the Seller Pro Academy, where we help ordinary people create extraordinary things, just one product at a time. And if you don't know what Fiverr is, then it's an online marketplace where you can have stuff done. Literally, you can have anything done from graphic designer, got some lovely graphic designers here, to having a custom professional creative rap song made for you. Now, I don't need to hire someone on Fiverr to create a rap song for me. Don't believe me? You don't believe me? Who does it? You don't believe me? Oh, I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Yo, my name is Jonny. I do FBA. All the little drop shippers tell me that I'm way too focused on my new rap career, but in reality, I'm sipping on a bit. If you like this rap, I want your 2 cents, so write me a message in the comments. Smash up the likes and join my tribe by hitting notifications when you subscribe. So I searched for Amazon product research in Fiverr. Yep, that did just happen, everybody. As always, if you're enjoying this video, smash up the likes and join my tribe. Hit the notification bell when you subscribe. So I searched on Fiverr for Amazon product research, and it came up with a whole bunch of people that are selling their services. Oh, you know, cookies, all right. Selling their services for product research on Amazon. And what I decided to do was pick one of these that had the highest rating. I wanted to give them a fair chance to be able to wow me with their product research skills. So I hired their services. It cost me £37.88, and I sat there in isolation waiting 2 days for them to complete the gig. Now, I want to let you know the criteria I gave them. I wanted a product that could generate in sales between £5,000 and £10,000 on a monthly basis. I was happy for the product price to go up to £50, and I'm okay with a little bit of competition. Now, at first, when I said that I wanted to do 10,000, there was some pushback from the freelancer and said that that's not going to be feasible, which I knew was feasible. So I again pushed back and said, no, I'd really like to find something. I think 5,000 as a minimum is a very reasonable requirement. So like many of us in isolation at the moment, I was on my phone for a long period of time. And this morning I got an email with the results. Now, before I show you the results, one of the reasons why I always say not to hire people to do this is because you need to go through the process of doing the product research yourself to identify the need from the customer by analyzing the customer dynamics, to then thinking about potential solutions that will meet those needs, and then to creating the complete solution. That's what we cover in the one product strategy. And there's a whole purpose of this lovely, lovely book. So if you're willing to hire someone that's going to put a lot of time into it and a lot of thought, it could work. But I don't think that these people that are charging 20, 30, 40 pounds to do product research, I don't really think they're going to be putting that amount of effort in, but I'm willing to be proven wrong. The other thing is product research isn't just about finding the product, it's about creating a brand and creating something that people actually want to buy. It's about negotiating with suppliers and getting samples. You can't decide on a product without having a sample delivered to your house to test it, because you cannot sell a product if it is rubbish. Scrap that. People do, but you should not sell a product if it is rubbish. So 2 days later, I got 3 files sent through. One was a PDF explaining everything, which I'm going to share on the screen right now. I might be blanking out some bits of information, like the freelancer that put this together to protect their anonymity and protect their business. So as you can see here, my niche was no preference. I didn't care what niche it was in. My criteria, not oversized, forgot to mention that, can cost up to £50, open to more competition, 5 to 10K in monthly revenue. The first thing I thought when I received this was it's actually really high quality. I think it's great that they put this together. This is obviously just full of affiliate links, but it does show people what services they've used, which I think genuinely is actually a good thing, to let people know what services they did use to find out this information. For example, later on, you're going to see things about shipping costs and I would assume that they got that from Freightos. The product that my freelancer found for me was a water drawing mat. Now I have no idea what this product is. I've never seen this in my life before, literally not a clue. So when I saw it, I was like, have no idea what this is. So the first thing I do is I take water drawing mat, we go over to Amazon and we type in water drawing mat. Not mat like the person, mat like the thing. So this is a water drawing mat. It's a thing for kids where they can draw on it, and I assume that it's easy to clean off. Now they have done an evaluation of this. They're talking about results. They're talking about some results that we need to get rid of. For example, if we look at let's use Jungle Scout for this. So they said that there's a couple on here, Aquadoodle, I think it was a different product. So what we can do, these are skewing the results so we can get rid of them. And I think there was another one they mentioned that was not the right results as well. But I can't remember which one it was. So it says, if we delete these, we're left with 156 monthly sales, 114 reviews average. Now, I don't like using averages for any of this stuff because averages mean absolutely nothing because it doesn't show you a gap in the market. So that's one thing that I don't really like. Average selling price can be useful, but again, a low price product could be pushing those prices down, which doesn't really give you any information. So things like opportunity score, average sales price, I don't think is very good because you need to look at it from a like for like basis. Let's go ahead and look at this. So do I think this is, first of all, on face value, a good opportunity? Now, I think potentially there's opportunity here, but there's a few things that worry me, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the best keyword because water drawing mat, I'm not really sure if it's going to be the best keyword. So I'm going to actually type in drawing mat to see if it comes up with the same results, which it very much does, except for this one over here. So let's just go into our little extension and we will remove that. And again, these are in a little bit of a better order. The reason these are getting so many sales is their BSR is super, super low. They're obviously getting a lot of sales from elsewhere. So they're ranking for multiple keywords. So again, we're actually going to ignore these guys as well. So when we're left with this, we can see some people that are doing okay in sales over 5,000, which was what I wanted. But there's also a lot of people that are doing not a lot. What I'm looking at when I'm looking at this is these people are doing 3,000, 2,000, 6,000. How many reviews have they got and how long have they been selling on Amazon for? So I'm going to take this person doing 6,000. They've got 34 reviews, which is, a handful of reviews. It's not really that much. Amazon's choice for Doodle Mat. Good on you guys. And we can see here, date first available, 8th of October 2019. That was when it was listed on Amazon. It's not necessarily when it started selling. Definitely a new seller, which is fantastic to see. When I'm looking at opportunity, I'm looking at people that have just come into the market. How are they doing and how are they selling? So we have a few sellers at the 17, 18, 20 pound mark, 15 pound mark. I reckon when you launch this product, you'd probably want to be under the 15 pound mark so you can start to capture some sales. And then you'd want to gradually increase your price to align with these other guys here. So let's go through to this. Having gone through the reviews, customers complain the seller photos listing aren't representative of the actual product size and water mat. Yep, actually, this is something that's blatantly obvious, and anyone selling these needs to definitely make sure that they sort this out straight away. If you were to go into this sort of product, get real life humans and a real life mat and take pictures. Don't just Photoshop it. They also complain about the water pens which come alongside the drawing mat are filled with water. Okay, well that makes sense because they're a water pen. Being difficult to open. Okay, so that's an opportunity. Or they run out of water very quickly. Okay, well that I don't know. I've never used a water pen, so I don't know much about that. Or they simply don't know how to work it properly. So that's an opportunity to let people know how it works. On the packaging, it needs a really, really thorough how-to guide. A complaint of the mat being stuffed tightly into a small box. Of course, when you're shipping, you want to have the volume and the weight as small as possible. So the weight we probably can't change that much, but the volume they can by squeezing it into a smaller box. So maybe you can speak with the supplier to make a slightly bigger box, or maybe roll it instead of fold it. Like how you get sometimes wine in a tube, you can maybe have it done like that rather than a small package and folded. So that's definitely an opportunity. The other thing that they said here is that to prevent these issues, you could find a good manufacturer. Obviously you'd do that anyway, at possibly a higher price, maybe, but also not adding too many pens as extras, as the more items you add, the more chance there is of something being faulty. Now, whilst that's true, of the more things in there, the more things that could go faulty, I don't think that's a good way to operate your product research is by, we'll just remove things because that means less is going to go wrong. The right thing to do is assess the need of the customer, which is we want ones that work, and then you give them a solution that meets their needs. You don't just say, well, we're just not going to give them that. If they want the pens, which they do, the kids want different colors, they want to play with it, you want to make sure that they work. This is when I would be ordering these samples from suppliers. I'd be testing them and stress testing them to see how they work and what happens when they go wrong. How do they go wrong? The last thing they said is you should make sure the photography is representative of the size of the product. Definitely, that is a must with all products. I think that's a really good observation. It's an easy observation, but is a good observation. And for someone that is a beginner and looking at this and they've just pay someone on Fiverr, this is something that they could easily go wrong with because they'll look at all the other sellers and they just think, everyone else is photoshopping their images, I'm going to do that too. This person's looked at that and gone, this is a problem. Customers are getting a product thinking it's massive, they're going to fit 4 kids on it, and it's like that big. That's definitely an opportunity which they've highlighted there. The next thing we have is some fees and things like that. Now, I've gone through this. The only problem I have is it's really hard to see. The only thing I can't see on here is they haven't accounted for VAT. They knew I was in the UK and there's no VAT pricing on here. So potentially their workings could be off. But again, I don't know if they use VAT inclusive prices at any point during here. So again, I don't know. I haven't been given that information. So if you source a product for £3, shipped around 80 pence. Again, the other thing they don't specify here is the type of shipping. This is a sea shipped product. And actually it's probably small and light enough to be air shipped. So we would want to find out the price for that. In your own product research, you would want to look at costings of 30% by air, 70% by sea. So you can get the inventory quicker and then be able to save costs on the sea shipping when you're starting. It may be an opportunity. That's something that you would want to look into. They've worked out the FBA fees on a selling price of £14.50. I think that's a good thing to do. They do say that you could sell it for 17 or 18 pounds, and that is correct. You could sell it for a higher amount, but when you're launching, you certainly wouldn't be able to command that amount of price. Having said that, you know, there's 10 reviews, 34 reviews, 44 reviews. You know, these is no competition here. That's not really an issue at all. Even there's people with 100. Again, that's not a massive issue. It's something that we can definitely compete with. So that makes a lot of sense. However, I do believe the calculations are wrong, because there is no VAT being accounted for. The other thing that they did not add on here at all, and there was no mention of it, is PPC costs. There is of course going to be cost to PPC, and there was no mention of it whatsoever. So that's something that, of course, if you're doing product research, you're going to be looking at how much you can afford to spend on PPC. And of course, this is not done in this overview. So the question is this even worth it? Is it worth paying someone on Fiverr or Upwork to do product research for you? So let's have a look and let's do it ourselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to Jungle Scout in this case. Okay, that's nice. We're going to choose the UK market and we're going to go into the toys and games category, which is the category that they searched in and they found this. And again, it's not hard to go through. It won't take too long to find this sort of stuff. Maximum price we're going to put as £50 because that was my maximum price. Minimum revenue we said was going to be 5,000, and we did not want it to be oversized. Okay, so that's the criteria that I gave them, and we're going to press search. And of course, it's going to come up with a whole bunch of different products. So it's the process of going through these products, opening up them different windows and having a look to see if they're going to be viable. But how long do you think it will be before we find the drawing mat? I've just gone past it. There is the drawing mat. So it's only on the first, 30 or so. So this wouldn't take long at all. This would take literally maybe half an hour to go through to find this product. And I found it basically for free. Obviously, I pay for Jungle Scout, but of course, it was very, very easy to find this product. But what a lot of people do is they go through Jungle Scout, they look at these and go, no, and don't even give it a time of day. They don't look at it in any detail. But if you were to go into it, you do what this person has done is look for opportunity, make sure the product does have sales, look at people's reviews, look to see what customers want, what they're not getting, and then you can do product research and you can do it in your own way, and you don't have to pay anyone else to do it. It's far better to do it yourself, understand the customer dynamics, understand what the customers want, the landscape of the product and the marketplace for that particular niche, and then do the sourcing yourself. The other thing that they didn't do is, of course, they didn't negotiate with suppliers. With the suppliers, then the prices they put down here are not the prices you can negotiate. So of course, it gives us a skewed results on how much the product is going to cost. You need to negotiate to find out what the product costs are. I think the biggest thing for me with this was the feedback that was saying, you should just have less pens in there to prevent bad reviews. I don't believe that's the right answer. I think the right answer is to create a higher quality product rather than just skirt around the bad feedback. For me, it's always about trying to create a better solution for the customer. All in all, do I feel that I've wasted £37? Somewhat I do, because this is a product that I could have found myself very easily with the same criteria that I gave them. Is it a product that can generate me over 5,000 monthly? Potentially it could be if you do it correctly. You could even end up being the best seller because the quality of these products are very low. The quality of the listings are very low, so there is an opportunity to stand out. I found this very interesting. I still believe that you shouldn't be paying people to do your product research. However, what I do say is educate yourself. Now, for about $10, you can get the One Product Strategy book, and that will allow you to learn how to do product research way better than anything like this. Link's going to be in the description for that. If you do want to buy my new single, that is going to be on iTunes by the end of the week, and hopefully it's going to be the top of the charts by Sunday. If you did like this video, you found it enjoyable, smash up the likes. Yes. If you want me to do any more videos like this using Upwork, getting images designed, all sorts of other stuff, then please let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on, and remember, you're just one product away. Bye-bye. Looking out my window in isolation, that's what everyone is doing in this nation.
Yo, my name is Jonny, I do FBA. All the little drop shippers tell me that I'm way too focused on my new rap career, but in reality, I'm sipping on a bit. If you like this rap? I want your 2 cents. So write me a message in the comments. Smash up the likes and join my tribe by hitting notifications when you subscribe.